We're live. Hi, everybody. We need your help tonight. 2 weeks until we're cruising. We have nowhere to stay. Rental cars looking good.
Well, good evening, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome.
Happy Sunday.
Yes.
Thanks for joining us again. We've got a bunch of things we need to talk about tonight, and we're definitely going to talk hotels. But we'll get a couple other housekeeping things out of the way first. And also just, again, we want to thank Paul and Carol for joining us last Sunday. We had a blast talking to them.
Yes.
I wish we didn't have our IT issues on our end, but it sounds like on everyone else's end, it sounded okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was, I'm, hopefully, we have to watch it back because we still haven't done that. But from our end, we were getting, not even just an echo. It was like 2 or 3 times hearing the same thing over and over again coming through. So it was really hard for us following through. So we had some technical issues, but apparently everybody else could hear. But so if there was awkward pauses and all of that, it was because we were dealing with tech stuff last week. But hopefully we figured it out and we're all good now.
Figured it out. Yep. And, it takes a long time from internet to travel from England all the way to Canada.
No, that's not
that
what
wasn't it.
It was literally a wrong button pressed. Sorry.
We found the right button as soon as the live was over. But anyways, that was fun to talk with Paul and Carol. We're looking forward to seeing them in 2 weeks, New Amsterdam. And if we have a hotel booked, I don't know. We got to figure that out. But an exciting week for us in the channel. And I want to talk a little bit about this week with all the stuff about the wedding. And we've had lots of questions. Maybe you'll have some questions.
Right.
And what else did I say? Oh, last week we were kind of all over with Paul and Carol trying to find questions and keeping them engaged while they were with us past midnight. So we might have missed a couple of your questions last week. So if we did, we apologize. We were kind of scrolling all through. We didn't get to go through everything like we normally do. So tonight we're going to talk to everybody if we can.
Yeah. So if we didn't answer a question, please just repost it tonight. Yep. And why don't we do that now? Just start with some greetings.
Check in and see who's here. See who's going to help us find a place to stay. If only someone online lived in Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, yeah.
We could sleep in the driveway and around.
Yeah. Oh.
Peter's here.
Hi, Peter.
Yes.
England.
Rainy England. That's better. We've had very cold and snowy, like more snow than we usually have this time of year in Canada.
It just keeps coming. It's the gift that keeps on giving. Snow, and more snow here.
Good thing we have a cruise book to get away from it again. All our friends and family think we're nuts for how often we cruise, but then when the weather's like this, then they're jealous.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And we've got Deborah
from sunny Arizona. Hi, Deborah.
That's the place to be.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sure.
Yep. I love Arizona. Love hiking the Superstition Mountains and falling down the waterfalls.
Yeah.
Almost had to be airlifted out once.
Yeah. Yeah. We had quite the story of a hike in Arizona one visit for sure.
Much safer for me on cruise ships with my cameras than in waterfalls and in Superstition Mountains for sure. But hi, Deborah. And Peter he's already wanting to get us going. We're not going to talk about it yet, but we're going to definitely talk about it. He's warning us.
Right. Yeah. All right. Well, we'll come back to that. Say hello to a few other people.
Oh, and we've got Richard. Good evening. Snowbound,
Lake Hughes, California.
Yeah, I was seeing in the news that California had some snow in areas that typically don't get much or a lot of snow.
Really?
So, yeah.
Well, you definitely can't have as much as we have.
Yeah, we have like 2.5 feet in our front yard right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
wow.
Well, I'm sure the mountains in California have more than us, but yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
That much?
Yeah. Yep. And carrying on down. Oh, I'm gonna work my mouse here. We have got James. And Kimmy Cat.
No, Kimmy Cat's at work.
Kimmy Cat's at work?
Don't sleep in your car. Well,
we probably wouldn't get a car. We get something bigger than a car.
I jokingly said that I looked at getting a rental car when we got off the ship that day because we have a later flight and it was only $80 to have a minivan for the day and it's $400 to $500 for a hotel. So yeah, but no.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Still 2 weeks to convince her, yes. And Bruce and Tawny are here from North Carolina.
Hi.
Yes, a couple of our group cruisers.
Yes, that's right.
Coming up fast. I was looking the other day.
Fast. It's still a year away.
There's only like 48 weekends to go until we have to pack.
48.
Yeah. Oh, and Brenda's here.
Good evening, Brenda.
Good evening, Brenda. And they are booked on the
March cruise on New Sundom, 26 days.
days.
Wow, that's nice.
What's that, around the 24th or so? So you're probably leaving right around when we're getting back in. Yeah. We're back in on the 22nd, I believe, on
It
the new
doesn't say when
Amsterdam.
she's leaving. It's for 26 days.
Oh, you're going to be on the ship 26 days or you're leaving in 26 days? I'm thinking she's
Booked
leaving.
on the March cruise on New Sundom, 26 days.
If you're on there 26 days, that's pretty good. That's a lot of Dutch pastries. And Greg is here with us.
Hi, Greg.
He's advocating for us to spend a little bit more near the port. Holiday Inn, Hilton Marina. Yeah, we're going to talk about all those options.
We've been looking at all of them this week for sure. Yeah. I mean, we just figured at this point there's no point in
even booking one.
Well,
cheers.
Like a few weeks ago when we got serious to try to book, it's like, well, they can't get any more expensive. Let's wait until like literally the week before we leave and find which one has dropped down in price. So that seems to be our strategy right now. I'm not sure if that's how it's going to last or not.
There's a couple that have come down and some that have gone up.
Yeah.
We're still looking daily. Yes. And we have Scott's videos. They are on the Discovery Princess.
Oh, nice.
Well, someone posted on our Facebook group today pictures from the Discovery Princess. Was that Scott's? Yeah.
I believe
a couple of videos, I believe it was, of the, what was it, the spa pool, I believe?
Retreat pool.
Retreat pool, yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, it looks beautiful. It looks identical to the Sky Princess, and I'm sure the Enchanted Princess for the group cruise as well. Yeah, and we've got Colleen and Bob on
snowy Vancouver.
Snowy Vancouver, man. Everybody's got snow on the West Coast. Wow. Yeah. Wish we could get rid of ours. I'm not sure we will as fast as everyone else, but Southwest Florida Bulldog, no longer on a cruise ship.
No, you're back. Not on a cruise ship.
So now is that post-cruise time where you're now looking to book one real fast. So you start looking forward to the next one. So, yeah, it's usually what happens. I think that's how I get you to book so many people book on the cruise ship themselves because they just want to know they're coming back again. Yep.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep. And we have Greg. Oh, hold on. There he is.
Got it. Progressed from,
to hot chocolate.
To hot chocolate. We did that when we were on, was it the Carnival when we were on at Christmas? That we were like, we had been having the drink package for a few days. I'm like, I think I don't need that. But we enjoyed hot chocolate one evening, watching the live band.
I've got a cold drink and it's like -20 outside. And I was going to show you my fancy ice cube, but it broke in half. So I had this perfect sphere of an ice cube and I was getting ready to brag about it, but no.
It cracked.
Blew up on me again. Yep. Ontario girl is here. Am I reading the wrong one? Yep. Hello. New to your channel, but not new to cruising. There we go.
Nice. Ontario girl. That's a nice name.
Yeah. Welcome to the live. I don't think we've seen you on before.
No.
Yeah. Nice to have new people. We've been amazed in the last week how many new people have come along. Paul and Carol were on their live Thursday talking about us and cruising with us and our channel. And I think some people came over that have known them from before. And yeah, it's been a nice week of meeting new people and along with everybody that's been following us all along.
Welcome aboard.
And next is Caleb.
Caleb, when is your next cruise? Well, it is on the 12th of March. Is that right?
2 weeks today.
New Amsterdam.
Yeah, 2 weeks tonight. It'll be time for our live, and we're not going to be here, at least in our basement.
Yeah, but we've had such success with Holland America. We're going to try to do a live.
Yeah, we're not sure it'll be a live on YouTube or it'll be like an Instagram or what we're going to do. Paul and Carol might even be there live with us. We might be having a few of these and having a good time. So
yeah, let's hope. But yeah, we're looking forward to getting back onto the New Amsterdam. We've sailed it before, but we didn't vlog when we were on it before. We did do a ship tour. We have a ship tour posted on our YouTube channel of that ship.
I think that was one of the, well, not one, it was one of the first ships we ever actually had a video camera to film stuff. Thinking maybe we should start doing videos for YouTube. And back then it was like ship tours because we didn't think we wanted to talk to the camera thing. Yeah,
we've evolved.
We talk to the camera all the time now, even when we're cooking. Yeah.
Mr. Canucks may be too comfortable in front of the camera now.
And Chad Matthew Cruz.
Hello from Atlanta.
At least they didn't say it was snowing in Atlanta, too.
Yeah, that's right. That'd be really depressing.
Then the airport shut down for sure for Marksbury's Atlanta.
Yeah, for sure.
And we have Gary.
Gary, hi, from Burlington.
J&J from Burlington. So Gary.
No, hi, Jill and Jerry.
Oh, from Burlington. Yeah. I thought they were J&J as well. I think, that's just like us. Yeah. Got back on the ride. Can't read. Let me move my mouse down to the next one here. We've got Warren Wolf from San Antonio, Texas.
Oh, hi.
Pretty sure it's not snowing in Texas.
No, it should be good there too.
Yep. Okay. Oh, I see a question about a 360 camera. I mean, this came up last week and I didn't get to it. And I felt bad after the live thinking, I wish I would have answered that question. So there it is.
If you were to, sorry, can you read it?
Yeah, I can do that.
Let
me scroll down a bit.
There.
If you were to buy your 360 camera setup again, would you do anything differently? I don't think so. Like, I was going through footage today, doing some editing of our next vlog coming out, which is Cozumel, and the footage we grabbed that day. And every time I go through the raw footage after the fact, I'm always so impressed. And even on the ship when I'm looking at it, because there's a nice app with the phone and the camera that does really good work as well. That is just, no, I don't think I'd change anything from the type I bought or anything else. And it's my first experience with one. Maybe months or years down the road, I might think I want something different. But right now,
we're happy with it right now.
Just amazing. Like, we used it for everything. We used it from like even the wedding. We filmed the wedding with 360 camera. And
yeah, it was nice to just sort of turn on the camera and set it up in the corner of the room and see what we could get.
Yep.
Without having to worry about being filming because we were a little busy.
Yeah, the only downside of that camera, and I think that's all 360 cameras, all sports action cameras like GoPros and stuff, is they're not good inside.
Not great.
Yeah, so that's what we found with it inside for the wedding. A little pixelated, but outside it's phenomenal.
Right.
Like, yeah, I love it now because we can be walking and vlogging something and talking about something, and I can show us talking, and I can also then spin around the 360 camera, show what we're looking at when we're talking to you, and it's just really versatile. Right. You never miss a shot because it's all there. So that's why we love the 360. So yeah, so yeah, I don't think I do anything different right now, but we're still very new at it. And looking forward to talking to Paul and Carol in a couple of weeks. I know they're also just learning their 360, the same one we have. So yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, all this tech talk. That's your stuff, right?
Yeah, I'm such an expert on it.
Caleb is asking us, have you ever cruised on MSC?
We have not.
Have not. We've had close family members that have. Mm-hmm. We have some family members that say it's one of the best cruise lines. They love it. Yeah. We have other people that say they wouldn't do it again. Yeah. So it's all over.
We've heard a lot of people have debated about the quality or what they are. And we have had family members that love them and go on them repetitively. And then we have some more friends and family that are like, yeah, I don't think I'm going to rush back to them. So we can't really comment more than that, except for, we've watched videos of people being there and they look like they have beautiful ships. But yeah, we haven't sailed them.
Yeah, no, we haven't tried at all. And I think we will eventually. We almost have a couple times. We were really close and just didn't play out.
Well, we were in the process of booking one when COVID shut all cruising down, but it was on our schedule to be one of our cruises to do in 2020, and it never happened, and we just haven't gone back to there.
And MSC kind of a little bit to me feels like celebrity with the style of ships they have. They have the new really big modern ships, and they have small cozy ships. There's very little in between, and so that's been the debate too. Because some of the MSC smaller, older ships, they are very, very affordable. We had one that picked out that time when we ended up having to cancel was. It was like a suite. There was like a bedroom off in a different room, and remember that it was kind of in ocean view, but it was like a suite.
Yeah. It was very nice. All right, moving on.
You skipped Billy Jones.
I missed the beginning. Did you hear you're having issues with the pre-cruise accommodations? Well, I mean, just the prices have been crazy, right?
Yeah, so when we check in, or when we get everybody checked in, we'll talk more about it. Let's just say that. But yeah, we are going to talk more about that. Yeah. But we don't have anything booked.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll go through. Let's see. Sorry, I'm trying to help you scroll, but it's stuck on that thing there.
Yeah.
Hello from Port Everglades is my. Sorry, can you read it? My favorite port. I've stayed 3 hotels so far.
There it is. How would I do that part?
Okay.
My favorite port, stayed there at 3 hotels so far. We've stayed at how many? 4 or 5?
Yeah.
We have yet to really say it's our favorite, any of them. Like, none of them, there was some that they weren't bad. They were nice places. But the price didn't really match what I want for that accommodation. That's the way the price is matched. But yeah, we're going to talk about that more. But yeah,
I don't know. We've stayed in some ones that needed to be renovated. The last 3 that we've stayed at all had sofas in the rooms because they were suites, and all 3, I don't know if I'm just like a bad luck charm for them or whatever, but all 3 that we had, they had stains on the sofas. And I'm like, if I'm paying $300-400 a night, I should have a sofa that I'm not afraid to sit on because it looks so dirty. So that's been our latest. issues was trying to find some that are affordable and yet clean enough to feel like you're, if you're going to spend $300 or $400, you think you should be able to sit on the sofa and not worry about it.
And we're up to Wanda. Oh, I lost her on the screen.
Well, we're trying a new thing because of my eyesight. We've got another screen going here with the comments
with the
coming
questions
up,
over there, and
but it's a little tricky to navigate. So
Wanda
I'm not sure if
and
it's working.
Paul are here from Cold, Nova Scotia.
Cold Nova Scotia. Yeah.
And I just see we get more comments about probably Fort Lauderdale. I think Ontario Girl saying after much research, we booked the Riverside Hotel.
Okay. Yeah. For
End
the
of
end of March. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna get.
Let us know how.
We're gonna get lots of suggestions tonight, I'm sure, from everybody, because everybody seems to have their own secret spot in Fort Lauderdale. And we have next. We are. Look at that. We are in Caleb saying it's supposed to be 90 degrees in Georgia right now. Wow.
Nice.
So it's definitely not snow on the ground there.
Yeah, for sure. Nice. I'm very jealous. Gislyn from Elliott Lake. Hello. Congratulations on a beautiful wedding. So looking forward to the Fort Lauderdale hotel suggestions.
So
my last accommodation choice was not too good. See, we haven't had horrible accommodations. We've had adequate ones, but not ones that were like, okay, because we have so many people that ask us on a regular basis, what hotel do you go to? What should I book? And I don't have one that I'm willing to say, you need to go and stay here. I haven't found that hotel yet. Different towns we've had that, but not in Fort Everglades. So we're still trying to figure that out.
Frank's here. Good evening from Brampton, Frank says.
Good evening.
So he's in Ontario and a little colder. Not sure if he's as cold as Northern Ontario. I don't know what it's like in Southern Ontario right now. I'm paying attention to the forecast there, trying to figure when I have to plow the driveway. Billy Jones says he's heading to Alaska in May 2nd. We're heading to Alaska in July. So we know a few other people going to Alaska. It seems to be the spot to go this year for some reason. Everyone else's world has gone there cruising for years and years, and we're going to finally get around to doing it ourselves. Yeah, we're looking forward to that. And yeah, it's going to be interesting.
Oh, Brenda's leaving. Oh, sorry. I'm jumping ahead there.
Oh, ahead to Brenda.
Brenda,
sorry.
She's leaving in 26 days. Okay. Oops. See how excited. Yeah, that's nice, Brenda. The countdown is on. Yeah, I keep looking at my little app on my phone to see how many days till we get to be back on the ship, on a ship.
And we've got Bruno Flipper next. Hello, from Oakland. Oklahoma, way different spot.
Can't wait to meet you next February. Looks like we'll be at the Hilton Marina. So, the water taxis are nice there.
That's one advantage of that location. Yeah,
I like that idea too. Actually, that was one that it was really expensive a while ago. It's come down a little bit. It's still a pricey hotel, but I think the experience, it might be worth it for there.
And Billy Jones is going to Alaska. He's just checking in from Alabama.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we haven't cruised out of Alabama yet. I know Carnival does that, so as long as we're on a Carnival hiatus, I'm not sure if anybody else goes out of Alabama.
Yeah, and I don't think Carnival even does 7 days out of there. They just had 5
shorter
day
ones,
runs when we looked at it one time.
And yes, Southwest Florida Bulldog is confirming that he's been looking for new cruises ever since he got back there. And we've got Jimmy here, and hi, Jimmy. And we got Brenda, first celebrity cruise in April. Ooh, that's exciting.
Ooh, nice.
We're hoping to have our first celebrity this year at some point, is the plan. We hope. We're not sure when and how that's going to work, but we're planning on squeezing in at some point.
Yes.
We're kind of looking forward to the possibility of maybe booking more last minute. Hopefully that works for price. We're going to find out.
We've had luck with it in the past. So if we don't book things totally up, and see what we can do.
And Andrea from New York is saying hello.
Hi.
She was actually on the wedding cruise with us.
Oh, I passed the bride and her dad right before they entered the Take 5. Wow. Oh, how nice.
That's me.
Wow. Wow.
Yep. No, that was a special moment walking her through the ship for sure. Yeah. One of the highlights that I'll never forget for sure from that cruise or any time in my life. Yeah. Yeah. It was very exciting. And we'll probably talk a little bit more about the wedding, especially if you have any questions. But yeah, that was, we've had a couple people since saying that they saw, the first dance from the Piazza, or they saw us in the ship, or we're at the comedy, I think, or not the comedy, the Princess Live when the bride and groom came through there as well. So yeah, it was funny how people after the fact were kind of connecting again.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so Caleb is asking, what's the name of the alcohol that I am drinking?
You don't have to guess too hard, everybody. That is some Crown Royal he has
Crown
there.
Royal. Tonight's flavor is Crown Royal vanilla flavor.
Yeah, he's working on that bottle today.
With a little bit of Diet Pepsi, I think, is the mix tonight.
Big shocker. He changes from that a lot, right?
So Cruising for One saying, if we don't have where we are, if you don't have points to use, it can be pricey. Have you booked the Oasis, which is a no.
No.
They barred of 5 hotels that seem to be comfortable and reasonably priced. We'll have to take a look at
we'll
that one
look
too.
at that one too then. Yeah, Oasis.
And Cruising for One, I've heard that I think they've got a channel for solo cruisers to check things out too. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Jimmy
saying that he
bit the bullet, booked Holiday Inn Express for over $400. Yeah, I'm sure that's what we'll be doing too. Biting the bullet.
rental cars are $100.
Yeah.
People.
I am not staying in a rental car. I said that as a joke, and he has not let it go. But trust me, guys, I'm not going to be sleeping in a rental car. Yeah.
Oh, Chad and Matthew Cruz, they're all trying to steer me towards this Fort Lauderdale conversation.
Yeah,
everybody wants to talk Fort
stay here,
Lauderdale.
talk
It's a
about
hot button topic in the
It
cruise
is.
world for sure.
For sure, because it's so crazy expensive there.
They were at the Renaissance, which I believe is where we spent last.
That's where
That
we
was
were
for the
last
wedding.
time.
Yeah.
That's where we stayed last time. Yeah, it was more affordable than similar. Yeah, we agree, and it was. And again, what we had 3 rooms booked at it because we had family members traveling with us, and we all had 3 different experiences in our rooms, even though we booked the same category of rooms. So yeah, it was a little bit of a hit and miss. It needs a little bit of a renovation, in my opinion.
I think a lot of the
Again, I had a soiled sofa in my room, but my mother's room was not like that. So,
And Camilla, I think I got that right, from Frigid, Alberta.
Frigid, Alberta.
I bet if it's cold in California, it's probably really cold in Alberta, that's for sure. Oh, and Scott's saying that's him posting the Facebook group with pictures from the Discovery Princess.
Yes. We thought it was him. Yeah, exactly.
Cruising for One is correct. Yep. We should have prizes for correct answers. Crown Royal is the answer.
Yeah.
Richard's asking a question.
Oh, how do you get those fantastic shots?
So I've had a few people trying to tell me I'm not allowed to use a drone on a ship, that it's against the rules, and how did I sneak one on? But it's not a drone.
Not a drone.
So it's a what's called an Insta360 camera, and it's I have it on a very long selfie stick, I guess.
Pole.
It's being used over there for light.
Oh, yeah.
But it is, I don't know, it's about 12, 15 feet long. And then just the angle of the camera combined with the selfie stick makes it look like it's way out there. But it's really not. It's only, 10, 15 feet away from me.
Yeah, it's amazing how it works.
It looks really impressive. Even when I go and do the editing, I'm looking at it and I'm really surprised at how it looks, because it looks that way to me too. Like, how did that camera do that? Because I know I wasn't that far over the ship, but it looks like it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a drone.
Not a drone. It is a camera. And all the magic is in the editing software with that type of camera for sure. Yeah. Because you get a whole world of pictures. And you have to choose what your world is that you want to show on your screen. Yeah. And Caleb is saying, thank you. Can't remember what he called it. Yeah. It's too bad we couldn't make Cruising Canucks t-shirts with Crown Royal logos on the back. But I think that would violate the copyright rules.
Probably.
Crown Royal should be happy with us promoting them though. Oh, and Shelly Cheeseman is here.
We looked at Yes, we have looked at like Airbnb and that type of rentals. I can't finish reading the question when you scroll it.
Oh, sorry, I lost the question. Do you see it on the screen anywhere?
No, I see it here now. I'm trying. Sorry. We will get all our new tech stuff working out.
Right up there.
There we go.
One trip, one night. Yeah, we should look at that, because we have looked at Airbnb, we have looked at hotels, but I don't think I've looked at that specifically.
No, I haven't. Yeah.
No. And Peter is saying that the Econo Lodge usually costs $112 is $286 on March 11th. Yeah, exactly. And that's what I keep seeing. Like, I see places with like out of 10 stars ratings of like 3 and 4, and hotels I don't know the name of, and they're charging $200-$300. So we'll solve this problem tonight at some point. Oh,
Caleb's going to be sailing on the MSC
Seashore
for his first ever cruise. Well, it's a beautiful ship you're going on for sure. Yeah. I've been wanting to get on that one.
Yeah, it's interesting looking for sure. Very
Sorry.
big. No, it's okay. But the next one's about MSC as well. I'm saying Florida Bulldogs said it's amazing.
Okay.
Last ship last year, gorgeous service food had slipped.
Yeah, we've heard that from a few people.
See, and my impression was they first MSC got into North America, recently compared to other cruise ships, and that originally they struggled with food and menu, but they've kind of improved it for more North American cruising. So yeah, so I don't know if it slipped just because of the cruise pause or why, but yeah, that's interesting. And Peter's saying that you can cruise for very little money in MSC, and that's what I saw. When they have deals, they're really, really good deals, especially if you don't want a drink package and so forth. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Jumping down here. Hello from Ottawa. We have Athena here.
Hello.
We have audio issues.
Yeah, I just was.
Is that us?
Yeah, I know. I just read that too.
Let me see if anybody. I'm going to go right to the very bottom of the questions.
Yeah.
Just ask anybody real fast. Can you hear us right now?
Yeah. Let us know if you can't hear us, or
talk
if
a little
you
louder.
can. Let us know if you can hear us for sure. Ontario girl.
Hold on.
Oh.
No. I see Peggy saying hello. Audio is good.
Oh, okay.
Can hear you. Okay.
Thank you. Good.
Everybody
Thank you, guys. All right.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Good. All right. You can go back to a few questions.
Go back to the questions.
Oh,
Okay. Blake is saying, let me find Blake's put his question or comment up here. He is saying on the Discovery Princess to Cabo. Right on. So he must be on there with Scott. Yeah. Cabo, what are you doing in Cabo? Curious to know. We were there 3 times. Yeah, Richard is saying Richards is Renaissance. Fort Lauderdale is always a good hotel to go to. And right below him, Cheryl is saying the same thing.
Yeah,
CAA discount.
Yeah, that's maybe something we should.
Best key lime pie. Interesting. On the breakfast buffet?
No. Maybe later on.
Oh, we have a new cruise booking announcement.
Oh.
From Southwest Florida Bulldog, booked for Alaska, May 24.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, May is so risky because we've heard stories of having beautiful weather, warmer than anywhere else in North America. Like your parents were that way, and other people that it was unsettled and not as great. So yeah, interesting.
For sure.
And next comment there is
the Hilton Marina is under some construction right now. That's good to know because I was going to sort of push to go to that one, but I don't know if I want to go there if it's under construction right now.
That's interesting. Yeah, because that was one that if we were going to spend the money, that might have been an option we were going to look at.
We thought if you have to spend $400 for a holiday, and you might as well spend $500 for the Hilton Marina.
Exactly. Yeah,
that's where we were at.
Chad and Matthew said they're doing Alaska in May 24 too. There you go.
Yeah,
they'll run into each other. Cruising for One is saying they're going to do Celebrity next September.
Gary says we've stayed at different locations. Oh, did you get it?
I've got it up there. Yeah.
Okay. Different locations in Fort Lauderdale. And the last one was the Marriott Residence Inn. It was quite nice. We used points, so I'm not sure the cost.
Yeah. When whenever everybody builds points with, just with a hotel with their points, like we have Hilton points, but I'm not sure what else is options out there.
Your credit card points.
Credit card points, we could do that too.
Travel points. Meredith is going on the Rotterdam. Did you?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, you're scrolling faster than I can see. And the hotels, the prices are insane. Yeah.
So before they're bugging me, say I only have one. Yeah.
Not 4.
Yeah.
No, not on Sunday night before we go back to work the next morning.
Jill only lets me have one on, maybe 2 on the lives.
That's hilarious.
We're at Carolyn now.
65-day countdown to your very first cruise. Oh, our vaccinations needed. Just keep tracking with the cruise line as they change. So they were needed, and we haven't been asked in the last 3 cruises that we've been on.
Vaccines are not required by cruises now. Yeah, they're not needed.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
No.
It's not that they don't ask for them, they don't require them at all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, and they keep saying that could change and check back, of course, and but it seems like we're not going back down that road in the cruise industry as far as what we've been able to see, but you never know, things can change in a heartbeat, as we found out in 2020. And Athena of the Riverside,
okay,
quite expensive at $400. Wow.
Yeah.
Yep. Bruce and Tawny, interesting. They're talking campers.
Camper, yeah.
That's funny you say that because
Not-
I did see some boats that were similar to the size of our boat at our
like
marina.
sleeping boats. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
And Meredith is up next.
Booked the AC Marriott at Tanya for $357. That's not a bad price for what that one
Now,
is.
keep in mind, when we're talking prices, we're talking Canadian. So like $357 American, for example.
Right.
That is about $440 Canadian.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
So
that's our problem.
We're talking $400 to $500. That's Canadian. So that's about $300 to $400 American. Yeah. Oh, here's a recommendation that I'm liking.
Oh.
Spent the night at the airport. Ontario girl. But she says it wasn't fun.
It was not fun. Renting a car and heading out to the Sawgrass Mall is better. Don't
If I could find a
him.
Piggly Wiggly to park in front of or something.
No, we're not doing that.
Oh, no fun.
Man,
No fun. Southwest Florida Bulldog, we agree on calling it Crown and Diet Coke as a
Canuck Libra.
There's a good idea. Instead of the Cuba Libra,
Yeah, that sounds about right for sure. You have to start that.
I've been looking for a nickname for it. I like that one. That's the best of the bunch so far.
Yeah, that is a good one.
Huh. And Cruising Fun is talking 360.
60 camera, had lots of fun with it.
Yeah, it's the same model that we have. Yeah, and it's like right out of the box. It's lots of fun, and as long as you can get used to the editing stuff real fast. Yeah. And really, with a computer and a mouse, I find it easier on the computer, but a lot of people use it on their phone. But yeah, that's good. You have a lot of fun with that, I'm sure. And it's spring break. Let's see here.
Spring break prices are high in Fort Lauderdale. Yeah,
for sure.
For sure. Although in saying that, they weren't that cheap when we were there a few weeks ago for our daughter's wedding. It seems like every time we go, it jumps $100 from the last time we've stayed there. That's what it feels like.
Yeah. Oh, we're back. We caught up with the audio questions.
Good,
we have a whole bunch of audios. Cruising for One is saying that MSC staterooms. I'll bring that one up next for under $100 solar rate. Wow.
That's crazy. Yeah.
No, for sure. Yeah, we've heard that before. And then some of our family travels solo, and they've said the same thing, that MSC seems to have the best deals for solo cruises as well. So that rings true. Yeah,
that's true.
We found that on our Sky Princess that it was after final payment, they opened up some cabins for solo cruisers without the single supplement. So,
so it brought down the expense down. Yeah.
Audio is perfect. All right. Cruising for One. I'm just trying to scroll down and get past all the audio questions. And here you great. What's the next question you see? Looking forward to my first.
I was looking at this one here.
Oh, okay. Matthew Cruz. That's Jimmy's. Okay, go ahead for Jimmy.
Careful with Airbnb for short-term rental. I had a 2-day canceled the day before I departed and had to scramble to find alternative accommodations. Yeah, I've heard that from other people too, that they'd had something. Actually, it just happened to our son, that they had booked one for a night or two just locally in our area for a little bit of a weekend trip, and it got canceled last minute on them. So yeah, that would be scary, especially if we're all the way down in Florida.
Yeah. No place to stay. Then we have to sleep in the airport then. And they're saying someone has the same problem there. Yeah. Cruising for One had the same thing happen. Yeah. And Peggy paid $300 for a hotel in San Diego, US dollars. Yeah.
I think hotels have gone up everywhere.
Yep.
For sure. And so, but because they've always been more expensive in Fort Lauderdale, now they're extremely expensive. Yeah.
Old Man Jedi says he's going to stay at the Margarita Resort near Fort Lauderdale.
Nice.
I always wondered, it must be big money for the Hard Rock Hotel that you see when you fly into the airport.
I thought I looked at it. It was $800 a night, I believe, when I was looking. That was a while ago.
And Andrea is saying, don't forget status match if you go with MSC. Lead on Princess, match that to Diamond. Yeah, we did that right before COVID when we thought about taking MSC. We were matched with Platinum to Carnival to whatever it was going to be, Black or something with MSC, I think it was. Yeah, so they do have that, and I think they still have that. So that's a good tip too for if you want to try MSC.
Yeah.
And Southwest Florida Bulldogs making a good point that I should have brought up there. He's on the vaccines. That some destinations still require proof of it as well.
That's true.
Yeah, so I have heard that there are a few ports, even in the Caribbean space, that have a need for it. Yeah. And Colleen and Bob?
Holland Collins Dam in 2023 is a heritage cruise. Some special menus and drinks, 75 cents for a drink. Wow.
No drink package needed on that one.
No way. That's Connings Dam in 23.
Have to look that up. Yeah, that's.
Are we not on the Connings Dam in
we
23?
are, but I don't think it's
But
that.
it's not a heritage cruise. Yeah,
I don't think so. That's similar to what's the Carnival version of that called? They have one
Journeys
Cruises.
Legend.
Yeah, I think it's Journeys Cruises where they kind of do like a throwback to previous menu items and activities around the ship. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so Bruce is saying, oh, sorry, I was jumping ahead.
Oh, sorry. Cruising for one?
Oddly, I asked if I checked in last cruise, even though it's not required. They said they were just asking for information purposes.
Oh,
wow.
Interesting. Yeah, we're required to travel across the border when we go cross border into the United States to fly. That we're required to say that we have it. They don't ask all the time, but we do have to have proof in case they ask.
Even for driving too, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So when we drove across the border, we were asked.
Yep. Yeah. So that's still. So this is still a thing here and there that in some places unexpectedly you can have it pop up. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Grand Turk last month required vaccination. Yeah, that was one of the spots, even though Carnival did not.
Yeah.
So I wonder how they managed that. Did you have to show it to people Grand Turk, or did the cruise ship need to know it before you like going on that itinerary? I've been wondering how that works. If it's a port thing.
We've been to Grand, but we had to show it to get on the
ship at that time. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And cruising for one says we just spend the whole night at the casino because we do so well gambling. It might be cheaper to pay $500 for a hotel than for us to gamble all night long.
Yeah. Good gosh, I can get rid of money real fast at a casino if I wanted to. Yeah. That'd be the most expensive hotel room ever in my life. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. If you haven't seen us vlog the gambling before yet, it's comical to say the least.
Bad. You don't want me near you when you're in a casino. I bring the worst luck to anybody.
Lady Lisa, do you know anything about that? The DoubleTree? Nope.
Yeah, I saw it come up in my searches, but we haven't stayed there. Yeah. When we've cruised with Holland America, we booked their hotel that was offered on the website. Yeah, that's probably something to look at doing in the future, don't you think?
Yeah, probably too late now.
Save this hassle for sure. Yeah.
Oh, and cruising for one. Wow. Stayed there years ago, but no idea what it's like now. Yeah, that's the thing with hotels. They change names. Even the condition of them seems to change drastically from new to worn out pretty fast. Yeah.
Looks like Brenda had the
wow.
The luck of the draw. That's a great price for a Hyatt house. 152 in November. I think I was looking at the Hyatt house and it was almost 500 this week when I was looking at it. I believe it was the Hyatt house.
Oh, yeah.
It was that.
Yeah, I remember you saying
something.
You were looking at that one. Yeah. Oh, yes. In April, Caribbean Princess. They cut the solo supplement. Excellent deal. Included $400 onboard credit. Saved 1,000 14 days. Yeah.
Wow. Nice.
Great deal. I like the Caribbean Princess. I kind of miss the disco on the Sky Princess with my dance moves and all. Yeah. No comment. Don't say the red carpet. It's funny because I saw a red carpet today in my searches thinking, oh, I wonder how bad it could be.
No, it looks bad.
I even read the reviews and it was like, no.
No, don't do it. Yeah, no, we won't do that. I probably would stay in a minivan if those were my only other options.
Yeah, Kristen's saying, she stayed there. Big mistake. She's saying, And Cruising for One is saying that tried the match on MSC with Marriott Elite that only gave me silver. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I forgot they do also matching not just cruise lines but other rewards programs. Yeah,
they do. Okay.
Yep. After Elite on Princess, Southwest Florida Bulldog. Didn't know about the MSC match from other cruises. Oh, yeah. No, that's definitely it's been a thing. I think they started right before COVID, a couple of years before COVID, 2017, 18. I think I started seeing it pop up. Yeah, so definitely check that out if you've got loyalty with their lines for sure. And Colleen and Bob.
Yes, yours too. The 150th anniversary menu and prices.
That's the Holland America, yeah.
Really? So ours too?
Ours too.
Oh. That's what they're saying. Yeah.
Wonder if our New Amsterdam in 2 weeks then. Like all of them, I wonder? I have to look this up.
Yeah, we're going to have to. Thanks. We haven't heard anything about this.
Yeah. And Travis just showed up. Hi, Travis. And he's saying...
stay on Hollywood Beach. Yeah. I was looking at that today, actually.
Yeah, we're trying to figure out how much an Uber would be from the airport to get down to Hollywood. And is the savings worth it for the extra cost of transportation? I'm looking at probably $20-$25 Uber is what I can see online. And if I'm going to pay a couple $100 less,
if that's the truth,
it might be worth it to go far south. Yeah, even a little bit farther north, I saw the same thing. And Bruce and Tawny, Grand Tour. Okay, That's interesting.
Oh, they had to stand in a big line.
Wow.
Wow.
So that's how they do that. That's interesting.
So yeah, we didn't run into any of that when we were there in July. But again, you had to show your vaccination to even get on the ship in July. So that's probably why.
Chad and Matthew are saying that they are envious of the 150th Heritage cruises. They look really neat. Yeah, and we didn't. It's interesting. I haven't seen anything about that. I'm really surprised. Usually the All America stuff we know. Yeah.
Yeah, you've got to get on that.
And Peter's asking a question here.
Do you know what cruise line has reintroduced the old muster drills? Yeah, well, Norwegian is what we've been told from people that they're doing it on Norwegian. I don't think anybody else
Not that we've heard of.
Not
that we've seen.
We've heard that other lines have been thinking about it. I don't know if that was just a rumor or what.
Yeah. So far, that's the only one that we've heard of, and we've heard of that secondhand. We obviously haven't experienced ourselves yet.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, and Kristen's just saying it's bad. I think that's about the red roof.
Yes, it is.
Ontario girl, use hot wire. I don't think I've ever used hot wire. Have you?
No.
No? What's the one we used to? We paid a price for a whole bunch of hotels, and they just gave you whatever one.
Oh, Priceline.
Priceline. That's still around. I wonder if Priceline's any good.
I looked into it. I couldn't see any great deals there either.
Cruising for one saying that's a great idea. So yeah, I went to check out Hotwire and see. Deborah is saying that she did not get a good deal.
Yeah.
Hotel in even April. So April to me would be kind of past the spring break, I would think, down in Florida.
Yeah.
But they cruise in 54 days and can't wait. And it really gets to a point, and I guess we're well past the halfway point to say we're going to talk about hotels. I guess we're in it.
Yeah, we've been talking about it throughout the whole night.
But it gets to the point where you're spending all this money on a cruise, and you're debating back and forth over saving $50 here, $100 there for a hotel, and you need a hotel. And that's just the way it is for traveling. And so it is kind of, in a way, it's a moot point. It's what it costs is what it costs. Unfortunately, it's the cost of traveling these days. But, yeah. And what's Ghislaine saying?
She had a bad experience with an Airbnb. She said it was a filthy place and she had to stay for 2 nights because there was no refunds. Yeah, that's my fear with it. We've stayed at some very nice Airbnbs, but we've also heard of friends and family that haven't had as good of experiences with us that have had similar to what you've gone through. So that's not good. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And Cruising for one saying that they've had the same thing happen to them. Yeah. No, that's always the risk with that. And the other part of pricing for Airbnbs is interesting because you might see it's $200 or $150 per night. Cleaning costs are $250, right? Yeah. So all of a sudden it's twice.
It goes up. Yeah.
Yeah. So I've seen Ontario girls online says the spring break is from mid-February
till after Easter.
After Easter.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and Chad and Matthew are saying that they've had better experience with, do you actually say Verbo or VRBO? I've never used it or said it.
I believe. But yeah, we've heard that too from people.
So what I'm hearing is that nobody has stayed in a rental car before their cruise then.
And neither are you going to. Yeah.
Oh, that's not much fun.
No, we're not doing that. Sorry, we aren't.
We could do like live from the rental car overnight. You guys could watch and see it real time.
No.
Oh.
Courtyard by Marriott is where Peggy usually stays. It's $300 US right now, $289.
Yeah, and I think a few cruisers that we know online stay there as well. Yeah. And Peggy, Courtyard Marriott. Have we stayed there? That sounds familiar.
That's what I just read.
Oh, is it? Oh, I thought you read Robin's above.
No, I didn't.
We'll go back to Robin then.
Sorry, I was jumping ahead, obviously. Yeah,
cruising all in America the first week of April. Holiday Inn Express through Costco Travel, $50 less than anything else. Yeah.
That's still way more than you expected to pay.
Yeah, that's the thing is you have to kind of forget how much hotels are everywhere else. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, Cruising for one, next one up. Use points, credit cards, pay for get discounts. Yeah. 3 reviews on a web blog if you're interested in our hotels. Yep, we'll have to take a look and see. Because like I said, we get to find that nice sweet spot for price and condition of the hotel. Yep. What's Brenda saying? You're smiling about something. I think you must be reading ahead on me.
I am reading ahead. Sorry.
Cheating. Rent an RV and stay for free at Walmart. That's why I figured I was going to take my rental car. If you go to Walmart, you've got access to a washroom. I can go and grab something to eat. I can pick up groceries that I need. I can pick up some snacks for the cruise ship. I can get it all right there in the Walmart parking lot. Plus, I can sleep for free. I think that sounds good. the doors lock in the rental cars. You know.
Yeah. Okay. Not happening.
Not happening.
No.
Greg's giving a shout out to Costco, one of those places in the world that we're just not in a big enough city to live near. We wish we were, but we're not near a Costco. Although I'm sure we could get a Costco card like we had in the past and make use of the travel if it was worth it, right?
Yeah.
Pam is saying, how about joining Delta American Express Airport Lounge, staying the night there? They have showers, food, drinks.
Do they keep them open all night long?
They probably do, but see, here's the challenge. I know Delta for sure. I was reading about this just the other day that it's becoming really tough to get in there. The average person can't just walk in and pay to get into the lounge anymore at Delta.
You have to have their credit card.
You have to have their American Express card, and we've actually probably would have it, but being Canadians, we can't qualify for that card, so we can't then get into the lounges in Delta in the American airport. So as Canadians, it's a little bit frustrating for us, But yeah, we wish we could because we take it. Because then would we stay at a lounge overnight?
Yeah, I probably would do that as opposed to no, we're getting a hotel room.
The only problem is you paid all this money for a cruise, and if you don't get a good night's sleep the night before, then you kind of
ruin your first day.
Yeah,
exactly.
You don't want to see us getting on the cruise grumpy and vlogging in the morning, that's for sure. Even though the night before in the car might be interesting.
I think I just need to tell him to suck it up, Buttercup, and we're just going to book a hotel room and not worry about what the visa bill says at this point.
I can't scroll up for some reason. There we go. We are on Chad Matthew. That's an excellent idea, Pam, talking about the lounges and stuff. Yeah. And Glenn is saying if they have the Amex card,
they have good rates.
Okay. Yeah. And again, we fight this cross-border challenge when it comes to all the credit card stuff and the perks that we kind of miss out on, unfortunately. Southwest Florida Bulldog. Cruise to Patagonia.
Wow.
Anyone know where to stay in Buenos Aires? Well, that's way out there for sure.
Yeah.
The South America cruises have fascinated me. Peru for sure looks interesting. Brazil, even some of them go around the Horn, and some of them stop into Antarctica. So we've kind of looked at it. That's definitely a retirement type of cruise for us, kind of the bucket list ones. But that's definitely interesting. Peggy says, "Oh, I lost."
Make some friends in Fort Lauderdale and stay at their house. That's what she says. I like it. Yeah. No kidding, eh? Oh.
Yeah, if only one of them would be on this live and we could just find out right here live. We'd even pay for breakfast.
That's funny. Richard.
Going to Richard? Yeah, we can go to Richard if you want to. It's saying, can you spend a little on No More Carnival? Oh, so we could. Yeah, we had kind of planned on touching on that because we've had a lot of comments.
We don't have it on the right thing.
Oh, let's click on Richard then.
Is that right?
There he is. Because that video has got a lot of exposure. A lot of people, thousands of people have watched that video wanting to know that. Yeah. And we never really intended to kind of promise here's what's wrong with Carnival and we're not cruising with them. It was more a word personally done with Carnival. We're moving on to try other cruises. We cruised Carnival 4 times. There was a bunch of things that
this past year, 4 times in this past year.
And there was things that had changed. And I've been telling a lot of people, watch the 32 vlogs because you'll see every day what it is. The little things that by themselves, some of the things don't sound like they mean anything. But after over and over every day, they mean something more, Yeah. The dining experience has definitely changed. That was the biggest one for us. For us, the dining room is an event every day.
Yeah.
We dress up, we go out for dinner to celebrate, or we go out for drinks before dinner to celebrate. We head to the dining room to have a wonderful meal, a drink, and be pampered. It's kind of why we go on cruises, is for that experience. And Carnival kind of pulled that back on us.
Yeah, it felt like you were going to a discounted restaurant and being pushed in there and shoved out as fast as you can. And the inconsistencies in the dining room was overwhelmingly that one night we'd go there and we'd say, oh, we had a good meal. And then the next night we'd go there and the food was cold.
Yeah.
It
was noisy.
The volume in the dining room is ridiculous.
And what they've done to make it worse is, like, over the years, there was always the wait staff would sing a farewell song on the last night. And then sometimes they would get to the point where they did it on a formal night. They do a song or something like that. Now it's every night, multiple songs.
Loud.
The music coming through the speakers in the dining room that aren't meant for that music at that volume are cracking and crackling and just it's a mess. You want to rush out of the dining room because it's such a chaotic situation.
Yeah.
And so that kind of added to the whole dining room experience. The tablecloths not being there just made it a noisy venue.
Very noisy. It's not a relaxing dinner atmosphere at all in the main dining room anymore.
Our seating experience, where I sat here and a stranger sat there, and we were supposed to be at a table for two.
Yeah.
You know, and I know there's other cruise ships that are like that, but that was another kind of piece for us.
For sure.
Yeah.
It wasn't even just the dining room too. The other things was, they wanted you to use your phone for your app all the time. They took away the paper programs,
Fun times,
fun times. And so, and then the app often didn't work, or it had the wrong time or the wrong day so you go to a venue thinking you're going to find this person play live music because you saw it on your app, and it was wrong, and it was the wrong thing. So there was a lot of that going on.
But news on that, I don't know if Carnival heard us or heard everyone else complaining about it, I'm sure, but they are bringing back the fun time, so you don't have to have that app to be able to see what's going on the ship. So we are happy to hear that. If they can make some changes in the dining room, then we might start looking that direction in the future. But for now, we're going to sit back and wait and see where it goes with Carnival. There's so many cruise lines that we haven't tried, and we've done a ton of Carnival, so we're not really feel like we're just, we're not really saying don't go on Carnival. We're saying that we're done with Carnival. It's still a good experience for a lot of people, and we get a lot of comments from people about our videos saying we love Carnival. We don't know, why you wouldn't want to do them every time.
Right.
But I think that's the beauty of cruising. It's everybody can find their own cruise line, their own ship, their own experience. On the same ship, different people can have different experiences, and we're just kind of Carnival. We want to try some other cruise lines, and then we'll come back to Carnival down the road if there's some changes made, or maybe we'll find a new favorite and we'll do 23 cruises on a new cruise line. Who knows?
We also feel like the bigger the ships aren't really where we're the happiest with. So, as we're getting on Carnival ships that we're holding more people than ever before, it just wasn't the comfort of the size of the ship and the amount of people. It wasn't the type of way we want to spend our vacation time.
Yep.
So we like the 2,000, 3,000 passenger ship as opposed to huge ones. And so all of Carnival's new ships are 6,000 passengers, right?
Yeah, at least. Yeah.
At least.
Yeah.
So that was another reason too why we're sort of leaving that.
So it's no big single reason. There's no video coming out that's like 10 reasons why we're not going to sail Carnival. It's just we're pretty well just done with that experience. We want to try other things, and it just doesn't feel like it's us anymore.
Yeah.
And it's nothing against anybody or anything.
No, I think we've matured and aged a little bit, and maybe we want something a little bit more low key, but better quality. I don't know. Yeah.
If the dining room experience was still the same as it was 10 years ago, probably wouldn't have made that decision. It really was the tipping point for me, at least.
Yeah, the dining room was for us, for sure.
So Old Man Jedi says a lot of lounges have time limit of 3 hours. That's interesting, because what were we in Heathrow? We were in one for 6-7 hours. I think we were.
Yeah,
that
but
day.
we paid for it.
Yeah.
And they charged you by the length of your stay. So we went and told them how long we were going to be there, and we paid more than if we were going to be there for 2 or 3 hours. Yeah.
Shelly, she's been saying Hotwire seems to have deals, but you don't know the name of the hotel. So that sounds
it is like Priceline was like that. Yeah.
Certain level of accommodations. Yeah, and that might be the route we have to go soon, because we don't care at this point. If it's a decent enough hotel, if we can get a deal, just throw us in one. Yep. And Defina is saying it's tough to get into lounges in Fort Lauderdale. We tried a couple weeks ago. Better to get the latest checkout from the cruise ship and tough it out. Yeah, that Fort Lauderdale airport's been under construction for a while too, and it's there's not a lot of public space in there to relax. You're kind of crammed in there, and half the time the internet doesn't work, I find too, which makes it even longer. Southwest Florida Bulldog is saying we're on the opposite coast.
They're on the opposite coast. I guess back to when we said if someone lived in Fort Lauderdale. Yeah. Nice.
Tori T, love the puppy. Your content.
Oh, yeah. Look, he's very affectionate tonight. Yeah, I'm not quite sure why.
He wants some of what you're having. What are you drinking over there?
I'm having a little Cosmo, but yeah.
Yeah, and Cruising for One says when they lived in Orlando, they had never list of people that wanted to stay. Yeah.
For sure, you would.
Yeah. If we keep cruising as much as we are, we may have to get a rental place in Florida.
Yeah.
We have to come down to that.
Yeah.
Oh, Colleen and Bob, has Carnival reached out to you?
No, they haven't.
Nothing. We're probably a pretty small fish in the world of Carnival, and their feedback, we would think. Sure. Yeah. Even though we've had a few people watch it.
I don't think we're on their radar at all.
Yep.
No.
If we are, they haven't told us. But and really, if that conversation was to happen, it's not a confrontational thing. It's like, you do what you want to do if that's what you want to do, Carnival, and we're going to do what we want to do, and we're in different spaces right now.
If they called me and told me that they were putting tablecloths back in the dining room, I'd probably say, okay, we'll book another cruise. Is that a little thing that's really stuck to me, though, because it just changes the class and the atmosphere of the dining. It comes down to something as basic as tablecloths. Mm-hmm.
Peter is saying, don't sleep in your rental car.
We're not going to, Peter, I promise.
The good news, Peter, is we don't have a rental car booked either.
Yeah, we don't even have a rental
we might
car.
not. We might not have a rental car or a room.
We might be sleeping on the luggage carousel in the airport. Oh.
We'll just show up to the cruise port really, really early.
Really early. Yeah. I wonder if they'll let you in at midnight.
Oh.
Yeah.
Anyways. Scrolling through here, American Express deal for celebrity, just looking to see some people are answering other people's questions.
Okay.
So we are on Andrea. Is American Express is an offer to celebrity spend $1,000, get 35 points. 2 points back. Yeah. So yeah, and we've got a travel visa here in Canada. Mm-hmm. We can use it for travel, but yeah, it takes a while to build up the points. Is my experience. Go to relaxed. Can't take the loud dining rooms. This is Tori T. Saving for a Viking cruise. Yeah, we've heard that the Viking cruises are a whole new level, and I think that's definitely on our bucket list when we get enough pennies saved in the bank for sure. Adults only too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it was definitely much different going on the Carnival cruise, Christmas, New Year's, and Princess for the wedding.
Yeah.
But you can kind of expect that because it was obviously the holidays, families.
Christmas, yeah, there's a lot of families.
So that was really not Carnival's fault.
No,
for sure.
But we didn't have any problems with the kids or families, so it isn't an issue that we don't like to be around children. We had no problems with the children. No.
Chuck just joined us. He said he used points for oceanfront balcony in Expedia past April. New Hilton Curio hotel called the Hotel Marin. Loved it.
Oh, okay.
Wondering, is that down more towards the beach or is that out by the airport? I wonder.
This is balcony on the beach, so
it must be the beach then. Yeah. Cruising for one says responding to say going with the points. Well, one comment behind Bruce and Tony is where we're at. Wait staff can make a large difference.
They definitely
can. We requested the same great wait staff for anytime dining.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's always a challenge now with some of the cruise lines, even Holland America and Princess now, with the kind of the choose your dining times at different dining rooms and all that stuff, that you lose that personal touch of the wait staff, and we really like that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And cruising for one, saying he cruise on Royal Caribbean. And ironically, a crewmer suggested Princess.
Oh, that's funny.
Ontario girl saying that she likes smaller cruise ships as well.
Yeah.
Yep. I want to be on a ship, not a mall. Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yep. And that was my only complaint about Royal Caribbean. When we did try Royal Caribbean, I had that mall feeling all the time. That I wanted more outside space. So we're still going to try Royal. People that like Royal are really loyal to Royal Caribbean. They must have something really good to offer. And
yeah, but my fear with Royal, and we were on a Royal ship that had just under 4,000 on it.
Yep.
But now it's like, they have the biggest, largest cruise ships in the world, and so there's 10,000 people on a ship. I don't know.
Yep.
That scares me. I don't know. I'm not a very patient person to stand in huge lines, and I fear that I'd be in a line every day on a ship that holds that many people.
That's why we loved Princess for the wedding, is I didn't feel like I was in a line ever, especially the buffet. It was amazing. I just walked up and got chicken nuggets constantly. Yeah, it was so easy.
He did. He ate a lot of chicken nuggets.
Greg is saying, don't forget to hit the thumbs up.
Thanks, Greg.
I think he says the thumbs up, but I think it's the thumbs.
Nice to be there.
Oh, cruising for once. One is saying he tried Oasis of the Seas. It's not the ship for him. Love the Freedom Class ships. I think that's what we were on.
That's what we were on, yeah.
We loved the
Liberty we were on.
Promenade facing interior is what we had.
For our room.
It was one of the best rooms I've ever had. Stateroom. Yeah. Yeah, it was. I still think it's one of my favorites. Yeah. Yeah. And Andrea is saying something very interesting. We had this.
We've done this before, or had it booked.
So right before COVID, it was canceled a week on us. But when COVID hit, we were supposed to fly into West Palm and stay there, and then drive down to the.
Yeah.
And we've been pricing that out, but again, I can't seem to make it work with rental car costs versus the flight costs and the hotel costs. That I'm not saving any money, but I'm adding a lot more hassle to the trip.
But just the cruise that we canceled, like literally the week before COVID shut down all cruising, we were doing exactly that, flying in there, and we had a rental car for the night and heading to Miami the next day. And it was cost effective then, but we've looked at it since and it hasn't been. But
Yeah. Glenn is saying that sounds like we're no longer Carnival's target demographic.
Yeah,
and
that's true.
It could be
I
true.
Agree.
And
I agree.
We don't have any qualms with that at all.
Right.
I'm willing to admit that. In fact, that could be part of what's going on.
Although in saying that, we did 21 days on Carnival in Europe this summer, And I would say that the majority of people were our age, if not older, because of probably the itinerary and what the ship was doing. But I mean, we were definitely one of the younger couples there for most of it. So there's still a lot of people a lot older than us that are very loyal and love Carnival for sure.
Yep. Thomas is saying he's on the new Stottendam the same week that we're on the new Amsterdam, but they're not going to be running into us. So yeah, it would have been nice to meet you too.
Nice, yeah.
I think the same thing happened with Greg. I think I got the right person there. Greg was on a cruise, or supposed to be on a cruise the same week as us, and going to be in different ports too.
Okay.
So
you Stottendam, he'll be able to eat all those lovely donuts that you won't have on the new Amsterdam.
Yep, I'm going to be. That'll be my last Holland America cruise ever, I guess.
No.
If I rule all the cruises out, I'm going to have to start going all inclusive.
Yeah, right.
Oh, Doug is the one that's up now saying loves the material. Thanks, Doug, for watching. Yeah, we still are amazed that so many people like watching us when we talk to this camera. It's it's wonderful to share everything.
Thanks.
And Peter's saying thanks for their live event. He's counting us out. Love you too. Sorry, dog included. 3.
Oh, yeah, 3. Yeah, he's made a guest appearance tonight. Last week he sat really well on his own, but not tonight.
Southwest Florida Bulldog is saying that it's funny what can bug you cruising so personal. No big clay gloss. Yeah. Yeah. No, it's funny. And what I find too is when you're with a cruise line for a long time, changes impact you a lot more than someone that's just starting on the cruise line.
True.
I say that if anybody starts cruising Carnival tomorrow, like Paul and Carol next week, that they're probably going to love Carnival compared to how we felt about Carnival, because it's the first time they don't see the changes that we've seen. Right. So it's going to be different.
Us, like they've taken away the taster's bar with the appetizers. They've taken away so many things that we loved about Carnival. All the things, it seemed like they were able to find our 10 favorite things that we loved about Carnival and took them all away. So that's part of our reason. Yeah.
Andrea's saying she's in the Sky Princess in 2 weeks and she's going to have the nuggets. Good call.
Try the nuggets
every day.
Everybody that was on the wedding cruise with us, he had them all try them at some point, and they all came back and said, "You're right, they're really good."
So Richard's asked a good question because we're at our hour here. So we want to talk. We will be doing a live next week. We have one more Sunday still in Canada. Yeah. And we will be talking all about Holland America and the cruise coming up and what our plans are on that new Amsterdam cruise. And we've got a couple nice things booked already. Yeah. And we're looking forward to it, to get back on our first ever Holland America ship years ago. Mm-hmm. It's hard to say that, but it's hard to believe it was years ago. So definitely join us next week. And we're still trying to figure out plans for live and on the ship. And
we're going to try to see what we can arrange.
Yep, for sure. So, but we'll leave you there, let you know that for sure another week we're going to be back on. And we're talking all about Holland America.
And hopefully next week when we're back on, we're all packed.
Oh, not just that. Maybe we'll have a hotel room booked and we'll tell you what we booked in Fort Lauderdale. After I'm going to go back through the suggestions today. So thank you, everybody. I'm going to see.
We'll be doing our research as to what we get.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So thanks everybody for joining us again. It's been a wonderful live. It's always great just to talk to everybody and get their ideas. We learn so much from all of you.
We do for sure.
So
thank you, everyone.
We'll call that an evening, and have a good week, everybody. We'll talk to you next Sunday, and take care.
Bye.